Hi, I'm Julie Westhouse, and this is my cross-cultural comparison slideshow about Poland and the Czech Republic. Some key characteristics of Polish folk music is that it has an early Christianity background, um, with the earliest notated hymn about the Virgin Mary from around the 15th century. It also has Arab, Byzantine, Czech, and German influences. It can have vocal polyphony for the chorus music and some popular traditional dances are in double or triple time, as well as slower walking dance music. Some modern genres of Polish music are pop, 80s and 90s black metal, and disco polo, which I'll try to play. Okay, and some traditional dances are the mazurka and polonaise, both in triple time and both made popular by Frédéric Chopin, who is a famous Polish composer from the 19th century. I'll try to play the polonaise. Okay, and another popular traditional dance is the Krakowiak, which is in duple time, and the Chodowny, which is the slower walking dance. Some traditional Polish instruments are the burchibas. Okay, a really unique and weird sound. It takes two people to play, one person to hold it, and one person to pull the little horsehair tail to make the sound. Another is the vessel flute, which is just like a little shaped flute that can have water in it to sound like bird songs. Okay, that was the suka, which is kind of like a violin, um, and also the cart rattle, which is originally used for carolers around the holidays or to replace church bells during Holy Week. That was the vessel flute. Oh, they're just playing a little out of order. Let's try the cart rattle. Okay. Another is the lagavka, which is a long wooden horn, which is at least 10 centuries old, used to call cattle and also a signal the coming of the Advent. Okay, that was the hurdy-gurdy, which is played by rotating a built-in crank. It's a stringed instrument. Uh, and another is the pedal accordion, which is played sitting, and the pedals pump the. You play it by pumping the foot pedals. So let's see what else we can get to play. That's the lagavka. Okay, that was the pedal accordion. Some key characteristics of the Czech Republic are it also has early Christian influences, with the oldest recorded hymn being around the 11th century. It has Bohemia, Moravia, and Czech Silesia history. Bohemia is actually the origin of polka. Okay, that was the Bohemian polka. Some genres are rock, hip hop, punk, and metal. Let's try to play some Czech punk. Okay, and some traditional genres are Bohemian polka, Czech opera, orchestral, and verbunk. Okay, and some traditional instruments are the bubin, which is like a tambourine type instrument, and also the styrisha harmonica. That's a diatonic button accordion. Some more are the Bach, which is a bagpipes, and the Heliganka accordion. Okay, that was the Bach. Okay, the difference between the Heliganka and the styrisha accordion is the Heliganka has a amplified bass part, and that was actually a young Czech man playing, I think, the final countdown on it, and also the Fafrnak, which is a lot like the Borshibas. World War II and communist rule. Poland, many records of folk music were destroyed during Nazi occupation. And also an important Polish Jewish composer, Joseph Kofler, who combined dodecaphony, which is a 12-tone technique, with folklore influences, was forced to turn his work into suitable communist propaganda after 1939, shortly before he was most likely killed by the Nazis in 1944. Czech Republic also has a dark history during communism. Miroslav Barvik, who is a Czech composer, he in particular quickly rose to political prominence in Soviet Czechoslovakia, and he had a lot of power to either push his fellow composers to the forefront or else kind of destroy their careers and lives if he felt that it wasn't supportive enough to the communist regime. Okay, that was a Joseph Kofler piece. Some state-sponsored folk ensembles. Mazowska is a Polish one, and let's see. Okay, they were singing about Cracovia, which is very nationalistic of them, just a town in Poland. These groups could actually further ostracization of already nationally biased groups such as the Germans, Romanis, and others by either leaving out their influences or songs entirely. And the new folk era shifted focus from a rural to urban setting. But ironically, these ensembles became popular in the very Western countries the communist leaders decried and did extensive touring worldwide. Szlask is another Polish state-sponsored folk ensemble. They were also created to control the people through forced assimilation of communist culture. Researchers for the communist regime put together extensive records of original rural and traditional songs, costumes, and instruments. Many of them still exist. However, they had a tendency to combine different regions and songs or costumes or customs together or leave out others altogether. A simple example is like leaving out Czech drinking songs from a lot of performances in order to be more nationally appealing.
karliczek zaniał, a karliczek zaniał, straszyć kombina.
Okay, that was an old Schlass song. They also subverted folk music's origins from peasant everyday life roots to a tool used for the nationalist, homogenized socialist ideal. While they were elevating the status of the folk songs by setting it to detailed choreography and putting on elaborate urban shows, the Communist Party essentially robbed the rural people of their culture. These bands basically served as an instrument to the Soviets by both affirming the people to party ideals through propaganda as well as seemingly placating those whose songs and way of life they undermined. The whole idea was to practice narodnost, which was the loyalty to the socialist realism. Lasting influences of these bands, the Czech Republic still has a Stradinsky Festival, which was founded in 1946 during early communist regime. Poland's two main folk ensembles, which we heard from, were founded in 48 and 53, are both still popular, and I know some are touring in the United States today even. And these bands from many different communist countries have even won Grammys, and they are pretty much viewed worldwide as the respective countries' authentic folk culture, for better or for worse. How true that is or how not true, I'm not sure because I'm not Polish. You'd probably have to be born and live and raised in these countries in order to know how you would view them as a national person. And that is the end of my show. Thank you.